dorime, interino ad appare dorime, ameno, ameno, lancire, oh, dorime, ameno, oh, mandare in terra, ameno, minere, lancire, oh, ameno.
Walking on the moon. One moment to escape. Me walking on the moon. Dance again. All our trouble seems to fade away. This is how I feel when you take me to some levels that I've never been in. All our trouble seems to fade away when we dance again.
අහර්මන් කුඩේරු රෝතම හොලනේ එම්මෙන් කොම්වි
මිහාර zaman badal වෙච්ච ඒ එකුදින් උලම් බේනුම් වාගොයි
ಜಮಾನಾಯಕು ಇತ ಕಮೆ ಬದಲುವ ಮುಂದಾಯಿರುವೆಸ್ ಬೈಂಗ್ ಆದತ ಜಮಾಂತ ಕತ್ತೆಮಿಗೆಂದೆ ಕೋಬತ್ತಿ ಏಗೆ ಟ್ರೆಡಿಷನ್ ನಕಿ
Hi guys, welcome back to Dhiraagu Supersonic by Glitch Gaming. Joining you tonight is me, Aksam, as your host, Moonis on commentary, and Yube as our analyst. We've had quite an interesting set of nights already. This is our 4th match day. We've got a lot of things we want to discuss. However, before we go into the details of it, I'd like to remind ourselves and everyone who's watching, our sponsors and the people who have been making this happen. First of all, we've got Mandu Mas, our food partner. Why? Because we are getting a free muskas every night, and Pizza Bona, who's been providing us with a free pizza as well. Both of these items are a lucky draw item. We've got Print Lab giving us all that help with the banners, and then we've got eLife providing the prize for the MVP of our tourney, and then Gizmo for all the technical help and everything that they've been providing us. Thank you so much. Last but not least, we've got to mention our title sponsor, Dhiraagu, for making this happen. And without you guys, we couldn't have done this. We've got 20 days of Rocket League here in the Maldives right now happening. We are on the 4th day. We've had an exciting 3 days so far. And it's been quite a trip. It's been quite an adventure for me to experience, because at the end of it, we will be crowning the indisputable Rocket League champion of the entire nation for this tourney, for this year, basically. And we're hoping that the people who are playing these matches, who all these teams, would have a chance at international stages from here on else as well. And so this has been quite an interesting tournament so far. And I would like to ask Yube to give us a little bit of a description of how this tourney works.
Yeah, currently we are in the group stage where every team will play a best out of 5 to make it to the knockout stage, and every group, only 2 teams go to the knockout stage.
Alright. And we've got a double elimination happening as well. What's that about?
Yeah, so like double eliminations is something that happens in the knockout stage where every team has like 2 lives. Even though they lose one match, they'll have an extra life to play. So that means even though you lost the first time, that doesn't mean you're knocked out. So everybody gets a chance, and it's really fair.
I see. And this tourney has been arranged in such a way. Why are people playing this? Well, one main reason could be that we've got a huge prize pool as well. We've got 20,000 rupiah in our prize pool, and that's divided over for all the placements. First place going at 10k, second place with 7k, and third place at 3,000 rupiah. This is quite a hefty prize pool for a tourney of this size. Everybody's playing from home, and the MVP would be enjoying his future games a lot better with a 32-inch smart TV provided by eLife as the MVP's prize. Now, all our spectators and viewers, you might be wondering, how are you going to be participating in this as well? Well, the simple way is to just type GG in the chat of whichever stream that you're watching, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. If you type GG, what's going to happen is we'll feel good about it. But at the same time, you'll be part of a lucky draw raffle as well, where every night Mandu Mas and Pizza Bona are giving away 1 musk case and 1 free pizza for two lucky draw winners every night. So that's quite something to look forward to. That's the way you could be part of this entire endeavor as well. So like I remind you, type GG in the chat and you'll be part of this lucky draw. Like I've been saying the entire time, we've been having a really interesting 3 nights, but this time, tonight, before we talk about it, let's actually watch a highlight reel from last night, one of our most interesting nights today.
Yeah, I'm pretty
ರಾಜ್ಯ ಕುದಿ ರೀತಿ ರಕ್ತಕುಗೆ ಬೇರು ಮಾಸಿಂಗ ನು ಕಂಡುತಕುಗ ವ್ಯಾಕಫ ದುವ್ವ ರಕ್ಕ ತೆರಿಕಂದಿ ಕಂಡುತಕುಗೆ ನೀ ದಿರುಂಗ್ ಹೋದ ಕಂಡುಂಗ್ ಹೋದಿ ಕಂಡು ರೋದಿ
ಏರುಗೆ ರಾಹ ಮಾಂದು ಮಸ್ತಳು
Well, if that doesn't give you a summary, we would try, but actually we are a little pressed for time as well. We're going to be discussing a little bit about the matches for tonight. We've got 3 matches lined up, and it's I've been told by so many people that with the teams lined up for tonight, it's a day of death. All right, guys, we've got a lot of really, really good teams coming up. We've got Baguettes, we've seen them before, versus Vandal. We've seen Technical, and we haven't seen Vector yet. I guess Mooney would have something to say about Vector. And then we've seen 13 play before as well. And 13 took quite a beating from us, actually, for the way that they were playing. But they had stood their ground so well. Now that we think back and look back on how they were playing, it seems like they are a team to be reckoned with, because they did take that win at the end of it. And then we've got Switch Tactics, a team that I've heard so much legends about. So, guys, tell me, what should I expect tonight?
All right, let me jump in right here first, right? So our first match tonight is going to be the Baguettes versus Vandal, a Group B match. For this one, we've already seen the Baguettes play, which was the first night of Dhiraagu Supersonic, and they played against Legacy Esports, and it was a perfect sweep, right? Meaning that they won 3 games in a row to win the match, and they showed a very dominating performance, so I'm expecting them to be a very strong team, right? As for Vandal, I'm not quite familiar with them, but I do think that the Baguettes are definitely someone to be worried about, so if Vandal wants to stand a chance, they gotta pull out something special. Now, as for the second match, it is a Group C match. This time it's Technical versus Vector, right? And Technical as well, I think we've seen perform before. It was a Group C match, once again, first night, versus MSK. They lost to a perfect sweep, right? Meaning that MSK was able to get 3 wins in a row against them. And Vector now is a team... I'm not familiar with the team itself, but I do know a few of the members, one of them being Infinite Margin, right? A player that I did see play in a previous Rocket League tournament held during the lockdown, and he seemed to be quite an interesting player, so I think we might see something quite significant from him tonight, hopefully. But the next one, the last one for the night, is once again very exciting, a Group D match. 13, which as you mentioned, we've seen play before, and Switch Tactics. Who also I've seen before in the previous tournament, where I found them to be quite a good team. I thought that they were very competitive and that they were quite good in the sense that they could just change things up depending on how the game went, and I guess the name kind of implies that as well, right? And as for 13, these guys, we kind of noticed them because they were just really good at attacking. So I want to see how far that can carry them, or whether they will change things up and try to at least put up somewhat of a defense. So what, right? That's where I'm sitting. What about you, Yube?
Well, tonight we are going to see the 4 top tier teams play against each other, and we thought 13 couldn't hang with them, but after the first match, we know they can. And see, I don't really know most of the players from the teams, but I'm really pumped to see, because I've heard so much about tonight. So everybody's tonight's gonna be really epic, and everyone's good and so much skill and all that. So I just want to see that.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are giving me hope. I think I'll be sitting on the edge of my seat. Hopefully I wouldn't fall over, because I'm looking forward to really discussing this after the end of these matches as well. Before we actually get to the match, let's remind ourselves of the lucky draw that's happening tonight. As every night, you guys are supposed to type GG in the chat of any stream that you're watching, and you will be part of the lucky draw raffle, whatever they call it, which entitles you a chance to win a Mustel case, an assorted Mustel case from Mandumas, and a free pizza from Pizza Bona. Now, one of the things that we saw last night, which I'd like to talk about, is how a rookie team went up against a really technically powerful team, and they were just... It was our first clean sweep of the tourney. Yeah. I mean, I call it clean sheets because it's the football basically slang for saying that you've just got no conceded goals, right? Which is something we hadn't seen so far. And I would like to mention that this kind of a competition, this kind of a tourney is where you're going to see a lot of newbies coming up and trying their mettle against the more professionals, and trying to see how far they can take their skills, how much they can improve over each game and stuff. And the most important thing is to keep your head up and keep your head in the game, right? So
Right.
what would you tell these rookie teams who are trying out, who are by how can I say, by chance being pit against really powerful veteran teams? What would you tell them?
Yube, you
I'll
wanna
tell them-
start there?
Well, I tell them to not, fall into pressure because they know the skill gap's gonna be big, and take this opportunity to learn from the enemy team because they can tell you a lot about tactics and formations and overall skill. Like they can show you what to do. So take the edge off, calm down, and learn from them. It's not a big deal. Everybody's just trying to have fun.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And I want to add that more than just your own matches and whatever odds you might be faced up against, I would kind of recommend newbie teams to watch the matches of other teams as well, right? First of all, it's kind of making yourself familiar with the Rocket League scene in the Maldives. And secondly, you also tend to pick up a lot of interesting tricks and tactics and just a lot of experience simply by observing, right? So tuning in to see how the other teams are doing, how they're facing their opponents, how they're overcoming certain challenges and situations can still help you with your growth continuously throughout the tournament. And I'm not a very firm believer of do your best next time. I think that you should do your best this time and grow as much as you can on the way, That's kind of what I would recommend to any new teams that are coming in.
I mean, like we're talking about rookie teams, we're talking about the veteran teams, and a team we have been mentioning quite repeatedly is 13. Now I
13.
remember their match. That was the first match in which we saw 5 games, like no perfect sweeps. We saw 5 games being played to get best out of 5, and that was interesting, and that was also really, how can I say, it was making me really pumped up just to see how it could just change at a flip of a coin kind of situation, And the team members of 13, I think they had on the 4th match, I noticed that they were having a little bit of an issue with the rotations. And you mentioned how they were so much on the attack, and I feel like maybe they must have heard what you said, and they were trying to switch up their strategies. They were having a little bit of issues, yeah. And I feel like, do you think we're going to see a margin of improvement on their end for that, on their strategies and all that? Yube, what do you think?
Well, I feel like since they are such a good team, they would address the issue and then find a way to, not repeat the same mistakes they did last time. I mean, we're expecting great things from them, so I hope they don't disappoint.
Yeah, same.
On my end of the spectrum, I'm kind of thinking, yeah, we know that they can attack and that they're really good at it, right? But what we don't know is how good they are at defense and like doing proper rotations where people don't double commit to certain balls or opportunities, right? So I wonder if they become more defensive tonight, they'll be sacrificing that really good offense they've got going on. And you must remember that they won enough to win. They won enough to stay competitive in the last match, eventually going on to win it, while the other team was playing what we would consider to be a proper strategy game, right? They did the rotations, they did defense, they did everything, but these guys just attacked so hard that they managed to kind of like penetrate the defense and just come out on top of all of that. So I'm wondering whether it's worth sacrificing any of that intensity, any of that attacking intensity, just to make sure that they play a more conventional game. And that's something that I'm kind of thinking about as well. Maybe they shouldn't change, except just that cover each other a little bit better, Maybe attacking should be their strategy. I mean, I haven't seen a team employ this aggressive tactics before, and it's kind of a little bit refreshing in a certain sense. I don't know. That's kind of something that I thought of recently. What do you think, Yube?
Well, I'd agree. I mean, don't throw away your greatest weapon, which is the offense. And then, it's not more about focusing on the defense. It's like, don't leave the goal open. Like, always rotate back at the boost, and then, keep waiting for the ball, and then, rather than reacting, try to predict, and then clear the ball as fast as possible.
So maybe a
they don't
mix
really run into
of
problems.
both, right?
Yeah, something like that. But yeah.
Well, I'm hearing some sounds in the back right now. I feel like they're just about done with their ping test for the first match, which is between Les Baguettes and Vandals. We've watched the Baguettes before. They were really exciting to watch. They just came in and took the show by storm, guys. That was a good match to watch, and I'm hoping that they could show us an improved version, a more, like, how can I say, choreographed strategy and play style. Because I think watching these games, I feel like that is something they could work on. Like, a lot of teams could actually commit to having a choreography to follow, like the rhythm to their game, you know? So maybe we're going to see that tonight as well. What do you guys think? Or should I be excited about the first match?
Absolutely.
You should be excited.
Baguettes definitely are bringing something special to it, and I can only hope that Vandal does the same as well.
All right, guys. I am going to leave you guys with the match while I watch it in real time over here. Let's see how it goes. Exciting first match. Have fun, guys.
Thank you. Okay, so a big hello to everybody. You guys are watching / listening to Dhiraagu Supersonic, and the next match you're about to see, the first match of day 4, is Baguettes versus Vandal. Right? It's a Group B match, and I think we're just about ready to jump in. So when the match begins, we'll just jump into the commentary. For now, it is worth mentioning that this is Vandal's first match in the tournament so far, and we've seen the Baguettes before. It was the second match of the first night where they took on Legacy Esports and won with a perfect sweep, right? So I have a lot of high expectations of the Baguettes this match going in, but I'm hoping that Vandal is also able to perform really well. That being said, 5 minutes on the clock, and we have kickoff. It's anxiety for Vandal. Voidweiser for the Baguettes. There's Ghost. Very good player and someone to definitely keep an eye on. Void now making an attack on the goal. The ball still very much on the Vandal's side. It's Kid's game. He clears it very slowly, but he got intercepted by the Baguettes. Now a dangerous attempt on the goal, but defended and not quite... the attackers didn't quite manage to get the touch that they wanted. And oh, another near miss. Voidweiser. Vandal trying to clear the ball desperately, but I don't think they are able to. Kid's game now, finally managing to clear the ball, sending it towards the Baguettes side of the pitch. Is that, I think the name is Mint QD, so I'm just going to call that person Mint. Mint tries to attack the goal, but the accuracy was not quite there. Ghost now, sending it towards Rusty, but Rusty could not make contact with the ball, and nicely defended by the Baguettes. 3 minutes, 50 seconds, and the clock's still going. Anxiety now for Vandal.
Vandal really holding up the pace of the game. It's like they're not giving Baguettes a chance.
The Baguettes are also pretty good at their defense, though, so it could be anybody's. Oh, Mint missed the ball there. Oh, could this be a goal? And look at that! Rusty scores the first goal of the game for the Baguettes. 3 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock, and there you go. What do you think? Why do you think that goal went in when all the other attempts didn't? What was what went right for them?
The setup from the second man was really good, and Rusty just waiting for the ball to, like just fall in front of him so he can just shoot. It was really well choreographed, I would say.
Definitely. Oh, look at that! Voidweiser scores this time. Nice setup by his teammates. The Baguettes are now definitely bringing the heat. Take a look at that. Wow. Nicely set up, and his teammate just knocked it in just to make sure that it went in. 3 minutes, 19 seconds on the clock, and we have kickoff once again. The ball now, once again, the Baguettes in the Baguettes control. Anxiety now trying to defend. The Baguettes once again with the attack. The ball dangerously deep in the Vandal side of the pitch. Oh, hey, they managed to clear. But the defender was waiting on the Baguettes side. They're not making this easy for them. Ghost now going towards the ball, but he missed both times. Players are just playing around him right now. Voidweiser going for the ball, but I don't think he got the touch he wanted. Vandal tried to attack it, but couldn't quite get the touch. Anxiety now going for it. Oh, could this be another goal? And it is! Voidweiser scores for the Baguettes, and it was a really long distance one too. Take a look at that replay. How's that for accuracy, Yube?
Well, accuracy is great. I mean, it would be an easy shot since Vandal left the goal wide open.
That is definitely true. I think unless we see a really drastic change in Vandal's play style, we might be seeing Baguettes taking this one 2 minutes 25 seconds and counting. The ball is rarely on the Baguette side of the pitch, it's usually on Vandal's side, so it's a little worrying. Another attack on the goal, and once again hitting the backboard there. Rusty. Oh, hey, could this be a goal? Oh, such a near opportunity. And look at that, Kids Game scores the first goal for Vandal. Nicely done. That was a mess of a bunch of cars and players just rolling around, and somehow the ball just rolled into the goal right at the last second. First goal for Vandal, and they still have 2 more to go if they want to catch up to the Baguettes with 2 minutes 8 seconds. It's not impossible. And look at that, another dangerous opportunity being created for the Baguettes, who score 4-1, 2 minutes 9 seconds. I think that was less than 10 or 20 seconds between 2 goals just now. That's kind of awesome. So what do you think? Does Vandal stand a chance right now?
Yeah, Vandal's got, the skill. I feel like they're still a little bit rough around the edges since, first match. That's probably feeling out the enemy team, and they're not doing that bad, but the Baguettes have made 0 mistakes, so it's easy for them to score.
Oh, what a near miss there in front of the Vandal goal. That could have been a 5th goal. Whew, that was just a very unlucky moment, but hey, great opportunity there. Love to see it. Vandal now desperately trying to clear the ball away. The Baguettes relentlessly attacking Ghost. Oh, look at that! Kids Game scores the 2nd goal! That is awesome! Looking at the replay there, it bounced off Ghost, but Kids Game was there to just rein it in. Now that's accuracy. 1 minute 27 seconds on the clock. Still possible, I would say, for Vandal to equalize. But not if the Baguettes have anything to say about it. They sent the ball deep into Vandal's side, but Vandal's now trying to clear it. Mint QD making an attempt on the goal, and it just hits the side, unfortunately. Another attempt. Oh, near miss. They're really stepping it up, attacking the Baguettes. The ball now on the Vandal side of the pitch.
Just went for the ball just now.
1 minute remains. Is it possible for Vandal to catch up? It's still somewhat possible, but it's definitely not going to be easy. The Baguette's in a very comfortable position right now, but the ball now heading back towards their side, so Ghost is trying to clear it. Taking his time to get there. Could he be trying to score? Oh, look at that. Vandal steals it. Sorry, what'd you say?
I feel like, they're just stalling.
It's very possible. They're also making attacks at the goal, though, just trying to keep the pressure up.
Yeah. I think Vandal should just, go for an all-out attack since, time's running out, and then they don't have time to defend.
There's less than 25 seconds, you're right. They should just try to attack and get a few goals. This doesn't look too good for Vandal, but it is still the first one, so they might be just feeling out their opponents, as you said. Looking forward to seeing whether they can bring any significant changes, but for now, with less than 10 seconds, well, hell, less than 5 seconds on the clock, I would say it is the Baguettes game. Alright, there you go. We have our first winner. Yube, what do you think? Let's take a look at those match statistics. Look at all those shots.
Yeah, Baguettes was doing very well, and they didn't make any mistakes throughout the whole game. And the first goal was because of a slight double commit from the Baguette side, and the problem with Vandal is they don't have much of a team play, and most of the time it's solo effort, so it's not really working on their favor.
I see. Well, that is definitely something to think about. So, what do you think that Vandal need to change in the upcoming match based on what you just saw to counter the Baguettes?
Well, I'd say what they should do is, focus more on team play, and like when they go for the offense, then mostly leave the third man behind, and then he can't really defend alone. So, just focus on defense and give an objective to everybody. And
All
the
right.
Baguettes aren't making any mistakes, and the shots are really on point. So Vandal needs to be really mindful of that.
Definitely, that is something to keep in mind. Once again, to remind everybody, this is the Baguettes versus Vandal, Group B match on the 4th day of Dhiraagu Supersonic. And we have kickoff with 5 minutes on the clock. Let's go. Mint trying to go for the ball, but I don't think he made the contact. And look at that, Void has already scored less than 10 seconds since the game began, and he's already scored. Wow, I think that was the 6th second of this match. Right place, right time, and what a hole in the defense to have. And we're back on kickoffs again, 4 minutes 54 seconds on the clock. The Baguettes definitely did. What the? Look at that! Go scores, and that was 2 seconds after the last goal. My goodness. Wow, this is not something you see every day, and that was definitely a power play.
Two goals so fast.
I know, the Baguettes are acting like they got something to prove. These guys are definitely playing amazingly. The ball now on the Baguettes side though. Oh, another attack on the Vandal goal. Nicely defended, but the danger is still pretty high. Anxiety now trying to go for the defense, but his teammate got it that time. The Baguettes already have
a good solo play, as far as I've noticed.
Yeah, definitely. And Void Vices scores again. The Baguettes now have a 3-0 lead, and it's only 4 minutes 22 seconds. So early. What do you think is going to happen to Vandal? Do you think that this is going to be enough to crush their confidence, or do you think that there's still a way out of this?
I would say so far, since they haven't changed up their tactics, I don't think they'll have a chance with the Baguettes. I mean, they need to realize Baguettes are like their teamwork is very efficient, and then the rotations happen so fast. So the Vandals are
Oh, look at that! You're right. That was a 3-player move, and it was just slightly off target, These guys are really playing well as a team. I love to see this. This is such a good example of good teamwork. Oh, another near miss. What do you think of their teamwork so far?
Anxiety from Vandal is doing really well for like most of his solo efforts.
Yeah, but unfortunately he alone can't hold the entire game, of course, and that's why Rusty has scored again. This is the 4th goal. Sorry, you were saying?
I said, like the other goal just now, he was like, that was a nice setup for Rusty to get the ball in.
Yes, definitely. So, what do you think so far? Like, what gives the Baguettes this big of an edge over Vandal? Is it purely just good teamwork? Is that what's making the difference right now?
I mean, individual skill also comes into play. Like, I feel like people think since it's a team game, it's always like team reliance, but like individual players and their ability to hit aerials and then win challenges really makes a huge difference. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be one player versus the other to get the ball from one side of the field to the other.
Right.
So, winning challenges wins the game, and also rotation counts, and like whichever team has more boost has more leverage, so they need to think about that as well.
These guys, as far as I can see, the Baguettes, I mean, they're playing this very calculated, meticulous game. You can see the way that they pass to each other and give space to each other, and even when one person falls back, oh, look at that! Void Weiser scores! Another goal for the Baguettes, which brings the score up to 5. 2 minutes 41 seconds. Yube, what do you think of this goal?
Well, Vandal is relying too much on reacting to the ball from the goal line. They should be challenging them before the ball comes. I mean, you see most of them just waiting in the goal line and not really making an effort to stop the enemy. And then they're just, comfortable making a lot of shots on the backboard and making things happen.
I can definitely see that. And when you do mention how comfortable they are, like, look at that. This guy just slowly controlled the ball and turned it around, while the other team, his opponent, was just next to him, right? So this is what I'm saying. The Baguettes seem to be playing this very meticulous kind of game where, like, they make very deliberate moves. When they pass to some area, someone's always there. When they miss or bounce off the wall, someone's always there to pick up after them. And it kind of looks very efficient.
Yeah, that's why there is this.
Oh, look at that. Ghost scores again, and that is the 6th goal for the Baguettes. Yube, what do you think of that goal?
Well, it was a nicely set up, and then that demo at the end really nailed it.
I think Ghost got demoed, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, if he goes and challenges, like, even if he hits the opponent, it's gonna make a chance for them to score, right?
Right, yes, definitely. And that is exactly what happened. It's like, even though he exploded, he still sent the ball into the goal. 6-0, 1 minute of just about 40 seconds remaining, and that's just not a good look, I think. Vandal really is under a lot of pressure right now. I think if things go the same way that they go, we might be seeing another sweep. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, the Baguette's oppressive offense is sparing Vandal so much, it's not working for them.
They seem to be clearly struggling to get any, opportunities set up as well. It's very much the Baguettes playing in Vandal's side of the pitch right now. Ghost now with the ball, going towards the goal, maybe trying to create an opportunity for one of his teammates. Oh, near miss, and Rusty was there to defend. 1 minute remaining. The ball's still very much on the Vandal side of the pitch. Trying to clear it, but Ghost returns it. And Ghost sends it forward once again a little bit towards the goal. Vandal defending, Rusty attacking. Another near miss. And look at that! Rusty scores the 7th goal for the Baguettes. 44 seconds. Yube, what do you think?
Yeah, Rusty, he didn't stop with the first one. I mean, he knew the defense could not clear it from that angle, so he just went in again to challenge, and that's how he got it in.
You can see that he was just waiting for them to knock it away and then just come back and tap it in. It's like he created the opportunity for himself. Kids Game. Oh, look at that! First goal for Vandal this time around, scored by Kids Game. And it was quite a nice goal, I think. What do you think, Yube?
Well, the Baguettes kind of made a mistake there and kind of just shoved it into the goal, kind of saying it. So,
I think that, I'd like to think that maybe that was deliberate, a tactic. You see your opponent moving fast, you drop the ball in front of them, and there you go. They're the goal scorer.
Could be.
Anxiety. Oh, look at that. Ghost scores again. 8 goals. This is currently the highest any team has scored in this tournament so far in a single game. So we'll be excited to see whether the Baguettes can beat this record today. Do you think they can? They have 30 seconds to do it.
Find some way to stop the Baguettes offense, or else the next match is also, they're going to lose the next one.
Right now, it looks like a bloodbath. Yeah. Less than 30 seconds. Oh! Oh! Look at that! The Baguettes have scored their 9th goal, 22 seconds on the clock. Yube, what do you think? So the Baguettes have scored their 9th goal this match, and this is currently the highest any team has scored in one game so far in the tournament. I've been keeping a track of that. It used to be 8, but now it's 9, courtesy of the Baguettes. Oh, another near miss. That could have been 10. Less than 5 seconds on the clock. Can the Baguettes get something going? What is going to happen? Now, the next time the ball touches the ground, it is over. And there you have it. The Baguettes take their next game. Yube, what do you think of this one?
Well, I mean, the Baguettes are employing what they always employ when it comes to their own tactics, and Vandal needs to find a way to stop the offense from the Baguettes, or else they're just gonna keep getting hammered into the goal. So I'd say they need to keep an eye on the ball, be on the defensive as much as possible, and then, you know, make something happen, or else it's just going to be a clean sweep.
Well, yes, I think that I agree with what you're saying. Usually, I'm very much on the side of the underdog. I want the people who are kind of not doing so well right now to find something within themselves to come back from this, right? But the way that Vandal has been playing, I feel like they need to kind of step away from it and maybe like reanalyze their strategies and stuff like that. So it's a little bit more of an involved process for them to come back. So look, I think that the Baguettes might once again take this one because so far it doesn't seem like they're keen on stopping at all. And they now have won 2 and they only need one more win to basically seal the deal here. And Vandal, for them, if they lose this one, that their first match of Dhiraagu Supersonic would have ended in a loss, right? The Baguettes and Vandal, the match is about to begin with 5 minutes on the clock. Let's and here we have kickoff. Anxiety. Oh, look at that! Kids game just scored for Vandal. What are we seeing right now? What kind of a goal is that? That looks pretty cool. They kids game sent it all the way from
was not available for the goal at all. Like the goal was wide open. I don't know what the Baguettes did there.
I think maybe they were waiting to get set up. I think that it was just because the match started so soon, but we won't know for sure. All we know is that that was a goal and that was a near attempt there by the Baguettes again. Oh, and you have your answer. Rusty scores for the Baguettes. 4 minutes, 43 seconds. What do you think, Yube?
It was a nice setup from the wall, and you know, Rusty does what he does always.
Void was the one who really put the ball in the right place there. I wonder if it was a goal steal.
Could be, but you really can't take any chances in a tournament now, can you?
Not at all. Oh, look at that. Void going for the ball, but it was stolen away by Vandal. Once again, mounting an attack. Ghost now on the defensive. Clears the ball nicely, trying to create an opportunity. Oh, what a near miss that was. An open goal, and it just bounced right out. It just didn't have the right angle. And, oh, nice bit of defending there by Vandal. I thought that was a goal for sure. They're putting up way better of a fight now. Have you noticed this, Yube?
Yeah, I've noticed Vandal has been getting better at, you know, figuring out a way to defend, but it's not going to be enough because the Baguettes, the counts are on point, and then the rotations are also on point. And, you know, they always go for the ball, but Vandal always waits and reacts. So that's why they seem like a bit slower than the Baguettes.
Right, that makes a lot of sense actually. You can see that these guys are actually just thinking about it before they move for the ball, right?
Yeah, I mean they mostly wait for the ball, but the Baguettes like take advantage of that very well and then just hammers it in every time.
Anxiety there, just like you said, waiting for the ball, but it went to Mint that time. Ball now on the Vandal side, they're trying to clear it, but Ghost trying to send it back.
Okay.
Ooh, oh, look at that. That was a goal for Rusty. Ghost facilitated it very much, but Rusty was the one who rushed all the way from the back just to nail it in.
As you can see, the Vandal goal was open wide open again, and then the third man was not there to defend.
And once you are absolutely right, and once again we have off 3 minutes 10 seconds on the clock, and here we go. Void Boys are now trying to create an opportunity for the Baguettes. The Baguettes now have a 1-goal lead, which means that Vandal can still catch up. They've sent the ball deep into the Baguette side of the pitch, making multiple attacks on the goal. Deflected, a lot of them are, but they're still trying. Anxiety now trying to set something up, but the Baguettes clear. Kids game intercepts it and takes it all the way back though, trying to make something happen for his teammates, but the ball isn't quite there. Ghost now waiting for the boost. Oh, look at that! Anxiety scores the equalizer, 2 minutes 31 seconds. What do you think, Yuban?
Anxiety so far has been really good with his solo effort. Like it's like he sets up for himself and challenges like the whole team, like almost. since the Baguettes are really good at the rotation, they always stack, and then, you know, like, the defense is like basically 3-man, and then he just goes in alone and just scores every time, so it's really nice to see.
I also did notice just now that Ghost was waiting for the boost, right? And that was one of the reasons why Ghost was just a couple of seconds too late from defending the goal that time. So that was a very interesting choice that he made, and the consequences were immediately visible. But that was just one goal, and that's okay. These guys have won 2 games so far. Oh, attacking relentlessly against the Vandal goal that the Baguettes are. Rusty now, sending the ball back towards the Vandal side of the pitch. And another attack by Voidweiser, who scores, bringing the score to 3 to 1 minute 44 seconds. This match, this game is particularly nail-biting because both sides are fighting over the equalizer. Or to try to get the lead at least.
Vandal's holding their own now. I don't know what changed, but they seem to be doing a lot better than the first 2 games.
Oh!
Looks like
Another near miss, but that was a great opportunity there. Voidweiser sending the ball towards the goal, and Voidweiser scores! Nicely done. The Baguettes now have a 2-goal lead. What do you think, Yube?
I mean, that was just Voidweiser alone, just handling the ball from, like dribbled it all the way there, smashed it onto the backboard, and then just set it up for himself. Vandal should have gone for Voidweiser if they couldn't go for the ball, and they could have made something happen, but they were just waiting there trying to receive the ball, so I don't know, they need to change up their tactics.
Ooh, near miss. Look, did you see that? It just hit the edge of the backboard there. Ghost once again attacking. These guys are just swarming near the goal here, but Vandal is able to get it out of the way. I think you're right. They should go for the players more, because these players seem like they've got a fire under them. Now less than a minute remains, and the Baguettes are just playing keep away while Vandal is rushing desperately trying to catch up. Because if they lose this one, they lose their first match of the tournament. Ghost. Oh, look at that! Voidweiser scores again! And now, with just above 30 seconds, we have 5 goals for the Baguettes. What do you think, Yube? I think we're about to see the perfect sweep again.
I mean, the Baguettes have been consistently, dominating every game they've played. They really bring their A game every time.
I wonder if we are seeing future champions. It's still a little bit too early to say.
Yeah, I would say, but they're showing 0 mistakes.
Ooh, look at that! Did you see that goal by Anxiety? My goodness, what a goal! 21 seconds on the clock, and Vandal's still in the game. What a goal! What a!
They reached the ball, so of course it went in.
I felt like the accuracy was off the charts. I mean, these guys just scored from the very back end of their own side of the pitch. Like a sniper shot, you know? Less than 15 seconds now, and another goal for Voidweiser! Wow! What is there even to say?
The goal set it up really nicely for Voidweiser to just dunk it in.
I can definitely see it. And now the score stands at 6-3 with 10 seconds on the clock. It's probably impossible for Vandal to score again, but maybe we can see whether the Baguettes can, and they do! Wow! 7 seconds on the clock, and the score is now 7-3. My goodness.
I mean, from the kickoff, he just creeped in and just smashed it into the goal. They weren't even expecting that.
These guys are just having fun out there now. Alright, let's go. Another kickoff. Oh, could this be another goal? Less than 5 seconds. Oh, 3, 2. Oh my god! Rusty scores again. 8th goal with 0 minutes, 0 seconds on the clock. What is this? I love it when this happens, so I'm just suddenly very happy. Wow. So, Yube, now that the match is over, let's take a look at these stats. What do you think?
Yeah, well, Vandal finally improved their game, but they also facing a problem. Well, his name's Rusty. But overall, like the Baguettes has been playing like as expected since their first match, and what I want to say is like Vandal improved their game a lot, like compared to the last two matches we've seen. But they need to fix their rotation and the double commits. So they should play a lot better with the team if they want to make it to the top two on the knockout stage.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. We just saw the Baguettes versus Vandal, and wow, first match of the night, perfect sweep for the Baguettes. This is two perfect sweeps for the Baguettes so far, and Rusty made my night by doing that thing that I really like, where they score a goal after the timer has run out, So good job, the Baguettes. That was really awesome, and Vandal, really loving how much you improved everything as the match went on. So good job to you as well, and hoping to see even more improvement throughout the tournament. And hey, Aksam's back. Look at this guy. He looks like he's just completely speechless.
Wordweiser vandalized the Vandals.
I like that.
What was that? What was that? Like, I expected a fight. I did not expect a murder. Man, I've been noting down. Sorry?
I don't think either of us expected that, but the Baguettes are like just insane, man. Like
they're very good. I think
was like a shot to the goal. It was insane.
Definitely one of the favorites so far, I think, to keep an eye out for in Group B.
Yeah,
it was beautiful. The match was beautiful to watch. Like in the first match, in the first game, there was a conceding second goal against the Baguettes, and you could see there was a slack in the defense on the Baguettes side, which is what allowed Kids Game to kind of like come in with a goal. And Vandal's rotation seemed to have improved even in the first game as well. And in the second game, 4 minutes 54 seconds, you should have seen Mint. He slipped. Mint slipped. Wardweiser just rammed in that first goal.
Yeah.
6 seconds in, man. Like that, there was just one jump. He had one job, just one clearance. But Wardweiser was like, "Nah, man, I trust you not." And then
the Baguettes mostly capitalized on every mistake Vandal made. Like they made sure they paid for everything they did wrong. So it was like really intense. Like
it also kind of speaks to. Yeah, sorry, go on.
I mean, you were saying it also speaks to. Monis, you were saying something?
Oh yeah, I was also saying that it also speaks to how good these players are to analyze these sort of mistakes and respond to them on the fly, right? These guys definitely took advantage of every opportunity they had, and I'm thoroughly impressed. I feel like we're seeing very high level of play here from the Baguettes.
We've got very, very little time before we go to the next match, but just 2 more points I'd like to know. In the second game, we saw Rusty take this one goal, which felt like it was going through a really hectic defense. There were so many clearances and saves, but Rusty just kept on ramming it in, and then the goal went in. And in that match, in that game, what I also noticed was as soon as Vandal scored, I felt like the entire Baguettes team was like, you know what, we're gonna disrespect you, and they shot in another 2 just for fun, man, just for fun. They didn't need to. And in the third game, Ghost, total disrespect. Did you not see that moment where he just camped at the boost? And then he let them.
I did see that one, yeah, but I do think that that's one of the reasons why the Vandal team was able to score a goal just then, right?
Exactly. It felt like a sympathy goal, man. It's sort of.
Okay, that's an interesting perspective. So I think the next match is what we're going to be going to very soon, right? Just to remind everybody, it's going to be Technical versus Vector. I'm really excited to see this one personally. Group C match. So once again, guys, I'm really happy that we're able to watch these amazing matches together and analyze this stuff, because we're seeing all these great plays and seeing some of the best Rocket League the Maldives has to offer, basically, right? The Baguettes, definitely a name to keep in mind. Also, fun name to say.
The Baguettes with Ghost in their team. Yuba, do you think Ghost is going to keep haunting the rest of the group?
Ghost is gonna keep haunting the rest of the group, and Rusty is gonna make them rusty. I don't know, man. It looks like Baguettes is gonna go to the knockout stage from here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So
feel like,
far, they
none
have some of the
teams
highest
have-
point. Sorry, yeah.
I feel like in that group, Baguettes is gonna like dominate. So I wonder who's the second that's gonna go from that group.
Well, I wasn't exactly supposed to jump in just after the other match, but I was too excited because we've got another match coming up right now. This is Technical versus Vector. We've heard good things about Vector. We kind of like discussed it a little bit. We've seen Technical play their first match on another night. They got a thrashing on that night, but we're expecting to see a lot of improvements as well. So, guys, I will catch you guys later. Have fun, and I'm hoping I like my heart doesn't palpitate as much with this match. All right, guys. See you.
Definitely.
pizzata buona, buona pizza buona. Visnata, non c'è hene pizza cagna pizza buona. Pizzata buona, buona pizza buona. Visnata, non c'è hene pizza cagna pizza buona. Rahamire ham gamu dudalla iraloi bebe hitu go fadda banta taza kam go furala delivery nikan avas bulala. Ine sume sume nueng haten nueng. Ei male, ine tine fai nueng haten nueng. Ulu male, pizzata buona, buona pizza buona.
All right. Once again, welcome to the next matchup tonight. This is day 4 of Dhiraagu Supersonic with me, Munis, and Yube on the analysis. This is a Group C match between Technical and Vector. You've seen Technical play before, right, Yube? So what do you think that they gotta focus on to improve based on their last performance?
Technical needs to focus mostly on the offense. I think they played mostly on the back. As I think that's how they played. I don't really remember from the last match, but I'm really excited to see the other team play because we have not seen them, and I was told they're going to be like high level and then a lot of skill there here and there. So what do you think, Mooney?
I have 2 things to say. All right. First of all, Vector so far is the only team in Group C that we haven't seen play yet, so that's one thing. And the second thing is that there are some known veteran players in it, so I'm expecting some really good play as well. That being said, 5 minutes on the clock, and it's game time once again. Let's see. All right, we have kickoff. Oh, it's infinite. Oh, look at that! Infinite scores already against Technical. My goodness. It is less than 20 seconds after the game began. Wow.
Vector's first match, and then they just started off with a bang.
Definitely. 4 minutes, 43 seconds. I think this is going to be over in a flash if this is continuing the way that it is.
Yeah, I've heard great things about
Zeno.
the players from Vector. So, I mean, it's to be expected from them, I guess.
Infinite. Oh, near miss. Oh, it's Rokul, right? It's Rokul again. HPY. Happy? Do you think that's what it is?
Man, it could be anything, so let's just go with HPY.
Alright, I'm gonna go with that. And there's Zeno right there. It's HPY once again, passing to his teammates, but unfortunately no one could make contact that time. But the ball is very much rooted in the technical side of the pitch. Infinite now going for it. They're not letting the other team do much at all. Rokul now trying to clear it. He does succeed, but the defender is there. It's HPY.
I mean, he just went like too far into the other side, and then he just made a mistake by staying on that side of the pitch.
Oh, nice opportunity there for Infinite by Pot Roast. HPY once again defending. Pot Roast now going for it. The ball now very much on the Vector's side of the pitch. What's happening? Why is Technical able to get it in so deep? Oh, look at that! A nice goal for pot roasted toast.
It was a wall shot from all the way over there. Then I don't know.
How do you defend against that? Wow. 2-0 Vector. You've made a really good first impression right here. Hot Roast going for it. I think he missed that one. Attack on the goal by Technical, but it went wide. Infinite. Hot Roast. Xeno trying to defend, but Hot Roast couldn't, it kind of got in the way. Nice attempt there by HPY, but it was once again knocked away by Technical. Oh, could this be another goal? And look at that! Infinite scores again! That is 3 goals for Vector, 2 minutes 50 seconds remaining. Technical, what do they need to do, Ube? What can they do now?
Well, what they can do now is mostly improve on the rotation, because Vector seems to be, you know, almost always on offense, and Technical's defense doesn't seem to be on point.
Oh, another attempt, my goodness. I'm right with you there, Juve, but these guys won't let us get a word in with their constant attacking, my goodness, like thunder, you know, just constant, lightning I should say, constantly just striking the other side of the pitch. And hey, look at that, the ball's finally back on the Vector side. I forget that there's 2 sides to this pitch. It spends so much time all the way over on one side, you know. Anyway, pot roasted toast now, just getting the boost and trying to take any opportunities to just score goals, but the defense of Technical is not letting that happen. HPY now trying to control the ball and steal it away, which he successfully does, dribbling it across the pitch, sends it up into the air. What's he gonna do now? Very gentle, slow ball here, and look at that! Set up for Infinite to score! 4-0 Vector. Wow, 1 minute 50 seconds. What do you think of that one, Ube?
The setup was just very impressive. Like, Technical had they had a double commit on the defense, and still he made it like to the goal.
It almost felt like these guys were baited into going for the ball, right? But when they missed, it just left it wide open for Infinite to score that one. That was very nice. Almost like, you know, trolling. Xeno. Another attempt by Vector. Technical now trying to get the ball away, but Vector once again refuses them. Nice defending by Star Strider. Oh, but not to be. Again, Vector attacks. Really good near miss by Infinite. These guys are just relentless. Now it's Pot Roast. Once again, the defenders are defending, but these guys don't seem to be too bothered about that. Just attack, attack, attack. The ball very much under Vector's control right now. 1 minute remaining. It finally makes it back to the Vector side of the pitch. Could this be the opportunity that Technical is looking for? Pot Roast now once again trying to set up an opportunity. HBY attacks with the ball, but the accuracy was not quite there. Rakul now sending the ball into the Vector side, which is immediately cleared into into a totally other direction. HPY now mounting an attack against the goal. Less than 30 seconds remain. What can they do now? Oh, look at that! Pot Roast just scores! Wow. That is the, what, 5th goal so far? 5-0 against Technical with 26 seconds on the clock. At this point, I'm just looking to see how many goals they can score within a minute. What do you think, Ube?
Well, Vector's offense is like really good, and Technical just hanging back for most of the time and just reacting to most of the shots. So that's why Vector has they have time to make the play and the setup and then make the shot. So,
we have less than 10 seconds now. Another attempt on the goal, another near miss. Are they gonna get another one in? It certainly seems like it. Oh, near miss for Pot Roast. Oh, and look at that. Vector is the winner. Yube, I would love to hear your thoughts on what just transpired.
well, I would say Team Technical knew like Vector's offense was really good. So they were mostly ready for the defense, but never for the offense. So not like good, but then again, despite being one of the newest players in the tournament, Technical did really well against Vector. I mean, Infinite Margin showed like really high levels of play there. The aerials were so good.
There were like
Most of the
8
time.
shots on target, if I'm remembering this correctly, and that's just like a crazy high amount, right? I'm just really impressed by the play I've been seeing from Vector so far. They haven't disappointed at all. What a way to make their debut at Dhiraagu Supersonic, just like that. So in any case, that was Technical versus Vector. Vector heartily won that one against Technical, and now it's round 2. I wonder if this one is going to be as one-sided as well. Technical, what can they focus on right now? Their rotations, their defense? What do you think is the most crucial aspect for Technical to focus on so that they don't just get steamrolled like they just did?
Well, Technical has a good defense, but they need a better offense, and for that, I feel like they should focus on clearing the ball from the backboard, because Vector seems to be making a lot of plays there and then setting up every time. And well, Technical should try to make more offensive opportunities so they can get a goal in. I mean, yeah, Vector has a solid defense, but if you keep trying long enough, you get a goal in.
Absolutely, and one thing that they definitely don't want happening to them is a clean sweep, right?
Yeah.
Star Strider now, the ball very much on the Vector side of the pitch this time around, a little bit different from how it began. But this could be Vector's attack and advancement forward. HBY, still HBY on the ground, trying to create an opportunity for his teammates.
HBY is so solid with his setup.
Oh, look at that! Oh, nicely done, pot roast to toast. And nice setup by HBY. First goal for Vector, 4 minutes 10 seconds into the second game of the match. What do you think of that one, Yube?
Well, mostly it looked like a double setup, but it's just everybody was just going for the goal, and then Technical was stopping one at a time, and then like Toast just got it in there finally.
It just felt so coordinated, you know, like this guy's job is just to set things up so that the other guys can kind of knock it in, and I think it kind of works. Xeno now. Oh, nicely deflected away. I don't know if it was a player or just the board there. I think it was the board. HPY now once again doing that
like,
thing that he does. Oh, nice near miss.
Setting up every time for the others to get it in.
Oh, pot roast now, an aggressive attack on the goal. Oh, look at that! Infinite scores once again for Vector. 2 minutes and I think it's 33 seconds on the clock, and Infinite scores for Vector. What a goal. Yube, so what do you think? Technical, have they changed anything? Are they still suffering as badly, or?
Well, I'd say Technical's doing really well, but Vector is not a team you should be underestimating, because you know, you see Infinite Margin and like pot roasted toast just really
near
good
miss
with their
for that
aerials
guy,
and setups,
speaking of.
and the offense is just like immaculate.
I'm especially loving the way that HPY is just like, you know, the playmaker rather than simply the goal scorer. I think that that's a really important role as well, and to see a player just focusing on that so explicitly, it's a very interesting thing to see.
Well, I would say he's not specifically setting it up, but like most of the time he's given the opportunity to do it because of the rotation Vector's having. Mostly he's just the first man making most of the setups, waiting for Infinite Margin or pot roasted toast to finish it.
Oh, and before we could finish our sentences, Infinite Margin scores again. That is 3-0 for Vector. 2 minutes and change, and you know, and counting. Continue, Yube. 2 minutes, 39 seconds.
Don't really have much to say except like Vector is like one of the top teams in this tournament.
Look at this. This is just amazing play. I cannot wait to see them compete against the other top teams from the other groups as well. I feel like we see some really
Vector
great.
play against the Baguettes.
Oh yes, that is something I'm definitely a little hyped for already. Hey, and also worth remembering that it looks like Vector's about to, let's say, go on to win this unless Technical can really pull something special out of their hats. But my point is, they're about to win this and there's still no goal for Technical, so it could be another clean sweep. So that's something to think about as well. That would be an amazing way to make their debut at this tournament. Rakul now determined to make that
triple clean sweep.
Yeah, wouldn't that be something, huh?
Yeah.
And now Portros now taking the ball towards the technical side of the pitch. Two defenders there, but he's still not given up on that one. Zeno now trying to clear the ball and perhaps create an opportunity for his teammates, but all three players are defending now. Portros clears the ball, but once again it's sent back. Infinite Margin now sending the ball deep into the technical side where it is reflected once again, and this time it's HBY who catches it. I think he's about to do that thing that he does. There it is. Yep, is somebody gonna pick that one up? Okay, here we go. Infinite just nearly missed it. The other player just rammed it just a little bit too fast. But that was a nice setup. This guy just seems to be really good at that.
Made a really, really nice shot from there, which would have been a goal if it weren't for Vector's defense. The third man was waiting.
Oh, look at that! After all that, HBY scores! Another goal for Vector. My goodness, look at this. This is just great. After all that hard work, I am so glad that he got a goal as well. 54 seconds on the clock. I'm just here to see how high they can go in terms of scoring. Yube, any predictions? Do you think that we're going to see a fifth or a sixth goal?
Well, I think they'd get 2 more goals in, but that's hoping.
Oh! Another near miss for Technical. They're really trying right now. Less than 30 seconds remain in the game and Vector heartily winning. We're just here to see whether they score any more. Zeno. Or whether Technical can actually break the clean sweep that's slowly being created right now. Port Roast. HBY now sending the ball to the other side, clearing it once again, setting it up for his teammates, and oh, look at that! Pot Roast scores. Less than 10 seconds on the clock. You bet. What do we even say?
What can we say except like this is just amazing.
Wow, I'm just really hyped to see all of this. There's less than 10 seconds and these guys are still going at it. Incredible play by Vector.
Yeah, it looks like the ball still
look at that.
the ground.
There's a zero. So close. That could have been a goal. Come on, Vector. You can do it next time. I believe in you. All right, Yube. This one goes to Vector as well. So it's Vector 2 and Technical 0. Let's take a look at these stats. Tell me what you thought about the whole thing overall.
Well, Technical doesn't look like they're playing bad considered since they're a new team and all, but Vector is, as I've said before, one of the top teams on this tournament, so they're not a team you should be sleeping on. So props to Technical, so they made a lot of saves, a lot of attempts. They did good, but Vector just is way better. So
they are definitely dominating right now. Sorry, what did you say?
Well, I said Technical is improving, so I'm hoping to see a better match next time.
Oh yeah, I definitely love a lot more of this even-sided matchups as well. But considering the way that it's gone, I think we're about to see
another clean sweep.
We're very close to seeing a clean sweep. So I'm kind of rooting for that at this point. Technical, you guys, I hope that you guys improve and at least break the combo that Vector is slowly building right now. But on the other hand, Vector, you guys seem to be at the top of your form, and I would really love to see more amazing plays, more amazing goals, right? So
Vector seems like their tactics are really unpredictable most of the time. HPY just brings the ball from anywhere from the pitch just in front of Technical's goal. I don't know how he does it, but he does it every time, and Infinite Margin's just waiting to score every time.
it's very how to say, like, choreographed, as Akram was speaking about before. There's a very nice flow and rhythm to it. And look at this. So far the match has begun and the clock is ticking down, and they're still very much just aggressively moving the ball around in front of the technical side of the pitch, not even letting them clear very easily. I think this might be the first time the ball's gone to the Vector side of the pitch, and it's already 4 minutes 27 seconds and counting. So, like, Vector really is controlling this game right now. Technical just has to struggle to hold on. What a nice defense just now by HPY. I thought that he was just gonna fumble the ball and it was gonna go in, but it didn't. Wow. Oh, another. Oh, what the heck? How did?
What is happening?
Did you see that? The
here?
ball just went dead in front of the goal and it did not go in. But hey, finally, pot roasted toast. Scores. Wow.
I mean, Tactical can't be affording these like mistakes right now, because Vector is going to capitalize on every one of them, as you can see just now.
And what kind of a game of
clear,
Rocket League? Sorry, yeah.
I mean, they were really, really slow with the clear just now. I mean, everybody just came in and then they all committed to the ball, and then Vector was just like waiting for them, because everybody was there. Obviously, the ball was just going to stop in front of the goal, and then they just scored it in.
Yes, definitely. And now we are seeing Technical take it to the other side of the pitch with HPY defending. I wanted to say that, like, it's very weird to see a game of Rocket League where the ball just completely stops in the middle of the pitch. And the fact that it stopped right in front of the goal is just bizarre to me, right? But hey, that's what we saw. And yet they somehow managed to make that into a goal. So good job, Vector. And HPY scores the second goal for Vector. 3 minutes 18 seconds. Let's take a look at that replay.
Did that look like a triple commit onto that?
Wow. Set up for himself, shot it himself, and just pushed it in himself too. Like, this guy is doing all the work right now. Very good, like, skill that we're seeing from... Oh, look at that! HPY scores again! What the... Very good skill that we're seeing on the Vector side of the pitch right now is what I was gonna say. Like, these players seem to be very... they're playing very differently from people we've seen so far in the tournament, right?
Yeah, I mean, from their perspective, they're really good at like handling the ball from the air, like a lot of control from the air. So yeah, it's like their setups are so nice. Like, it just falls in front of the goal, and then Technical can't really do anything about it because they mostly react to whatever Vector throws at them.
You would think that after attacking the same spot so many times that maybe they would kind of wise up, right? Oh, nice defending there by Technical. Hot roast now, preventing the clear. Ooh, Infinite scores! Fourth goal for Vector. 2 minutes 38 seconds on the clock, and Vector scores their fourth goal. I think that they're gonna go for that clean sweep unless Technical somehow manages to get that goal in. So maybe their little victory or their objective right now should be to make sure that they get at least one goal in. What do you think?
Yeah, Technical is...
Ooh, and there you have it. Clean sweep combo broken. That was first goal for Technical so far in this match, and it was scored by Star Strider. Well done. You have broken their streak for a clean sweep, which I think is pretty awesome. Alright, Infinite now. HPY as well. Both of them went for the same ball, but I think it was HPY who got it. I wonder if Vector's gonna feel any pressure now that their defense has been penetrated that way.
Well, I wouldn't say they are like they should be concerned or anything, because the offense is so good, the ball barely goes back there. The rotations are so fast. Somebody's all like the third man's always on the goal, and then somebody else waiting to back him up. So you know they don't have much to worry about. But
nice opportunity for Infinite, but sorry, yes, go on.
It's nice to see Technical improving. So you know, props to them.
I was hoping for the clean sweep, but you know what? This takes guts, and I like that too. So I'm happy. Ooh, near attempts on the Vector side of the pitch on the goal. they're trying really hard to clear. That was Pot Roast. Now trying to set up for his teammates. Ooh, nice. Almost went in there just by Infinite, but couldn't make it. HPY and Pot Roast both attack. What is happening? Zeno now taking it all the way back. HPY. Zeno, 1 minute remains. It looks like this is Vector's game, but it remains to be seen whether they can score again or not. Ball once again heading very much towards the technical end of the pitch. Pot Roast bounces it off the wall. Infinite is there to take care of it. Sends it all the way back to Pot Roast again. Infinite takes over. HPY now. Rokul Cesar manages to steal the ball from the guy. 30 seconds remaining, and they're just going back and forth right now. Infinite trying to attack the goal, hits the back board, but the ball's still very much in the area. And HPY scores 5th goal for Vector. Amazing. Where do you think the end game score is going to be? Do you think there's enough time for one more goal?
I mean, with Vector, anything's possible. Like, could be 2-3 goals, who knows?
Right, I'm really hoping to see one of those kickoff type of goals, right? So, even if that's not possible, I still would like to see one more goal to see it go to an even 6. Less than 10 seconds. I wonder what's going to happen. Maybe Technical's going to score this time. They're certainly making a strong attempt. Ooh, so close. 3, 2, 1. HPY taking the ball. Oh my goodness. I think he was trying to score the goal just at the last second there, but hey, great attempt, and these guys have now won with a perfect sweep. Not exactly a clean sweep, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with being perfect. So anyway, Yube, what do you think? These are the statistics. We just saw an insane match.
I mean, they look fine when it comes to the defense, technical, I mean, but their offense is very much lacking, and then you would think it's because they have a weak offense, but it's mostly because Vector is like really good at controlling the pace and like setting up the ball for them to shoot, and the rotation was insane because like everybody is like it's very choreographed, and then they're just like always on the ball, just waiting for something to happen. So that's what you've seen most like these 3 games in a row.
I just gotta say, I loved watching them do their thing, you know. And HPY would kind of just set it up for the other 2 players and they would score. That was really great. But in the end, it looked like HPY kind of heard us talking about it and just completely reversed that way. He was creating opportunities for himself and scoring as well, right? So that was a Technical versus Vector. That is 2 losses for Technical in a row now. So that's something to think about. Vector with their debut in Group C with a perfect sweep, and I would say that was a really impressive match. If they're able to continue this level of play going forward, they would prove to be a serious challenger in this tournament.
I mean, Vector played it like, hey, they're like at Baguette, the team Baguettes, they're like, you're not the only one who's good with aerials and everything. We are also here. So it's like tonight they both took the, cake. I don't know if that's what you'd say.
Yeah, I do agree with you. Very exciting to see them play in the tournament. It also seemed like they didn't let the pressure get to them at all. So, speaking of the winners, we should also mention the team that didn't win this match, right? Which is Technical. So, at this point in time, what do you think Technical need to focus on?
Technical mostly, well, I would say they're a really good team. I feel like individual skill, as I always say, they need to improve upon that mostly. It's a good team, really, really solid defense, but mostly lacking in the offense.
Right. Well, with that to think about for Technical and for us as well, thanks a lot for your analysis, Yube. I think it's time for us to go for a short break, and we'll be back for our next match, which is Switch Tactics versus 13. So that's a Group D match once again, and we're kind of excited to see 13, aren't we?
Yeah.
All right. So if the technical side is ready, I think we're ready to go for a break. So see you later when we are watching the 3rd match of the night.
you feel it? The fire in your soul, leaping at the chance for love. Can you feel it? Haunting your senses, letting all your feelings go. But I can feel it rushing through my veins. Your love's the only drug I know. But we've been playing the hand now we're dealt, so we can light it up. I know that we can make it through the night, but I can feel the fire inside, so there won't be no fear tonight.
escape. People say you're old. And when you're walking on the moon, walking on the moon, chase your happy place. It will change your groove when you're dancing on the moon, dancing on the moon.
When we dance again, all our trouble seems to fade away. This is how I feel when you take me to some levels that I've never been. When we dance again, all our trouble seems to fade away. This is how I feel when you take me to some places that I've never been. When we dance again, that I've never been, that I've never been, that I've never
Walking on the moon. Walking on the moon.
Taste your happy place. It will change your groove when you're dancing on the moon, dancing on the moon. When we dance again, all our trouble seems to fade away. This is how I feel when you take me to some levels that I've never been. When we dance again, all our trouble seems to fade away. This is how I feel when you take me to some places that I've never been. When we dance that I've never been. That I've never been. That I've never been.
I can picture what you're thinking of. My imagination's not enough. Oh, no, it's not safe to say what you're always looking for. Hey, someone to make you feel like. Don't wanna think of all the who's that you can pick and choose for.
Dhiraagu 5 broadband මාරංගලු පස්තලස් 5% ආම ඉතුරු data අදි තිංගුණේ හැම ඉතුරු speed එවස් ඉතුරු හරද කනුලා data ගෑගු 40% ආම හෙවෙච්ච online ko game kulala emme maqbul film taka series ta badalan shop kollan online graha badala nune hama social media ekani badalan ves maarangalu mi rajyage emme sali home internet Dhiraagu 5 broadband mihar maarangalu.
Hi guys, welcome back to Dhiraagu Supersonic by Glitch Gaming. Joining you here tonight is Aksam as your host, Munis as our commentator, and Yusuf Yube as our analyst. We are now on our fourth match day, I think. Yeah, fourth day of games.
4, yeah.
And we have just finished 2 of our matches for today, and now we've got our third match along the way. Before we get there, let's talk a little bit about how it's been going so far tonight. We've got the Baguettes versus the Vandal team earlier tonight, and we saw something we've never seen before, which was such beautiful ballet of Rocket League, right? I mean, it felt like there was a lot of how can I say, choreographed moves and choreographed strategies happening on the Baguettes end of the pitch, and a lot of those goals, man. 9 scored against Vandals in one of the first games, and that was something we haven't seen so far. And then later we saw Vector, their first match of this tourney, against Technical. This is the second time we see Technical. This is the second time Technical has also been the victim of a perfect sweep. Now, what do you guys have to say about that match, which we just saw?
Whew, where to begin? Since you are you have a more of an insight into the technical side of things, I'm gonna leave it to you first. I just want to add that I was super hyped the whole way through.
Yube.
So Baguettes Baguettes, well, what we saw from them is what we saw from the last game they played. It's the same thing again. They were just dominating. The rotations were insane. The passes were insane. The goals, oh my god. The aerials were so nice. Everything just to the goal. Rusty made Vandal. He didn't make it easy for them at all. Followed by a Technical versus Vector, where it's the reverse. Vector was doing what the Baguettes was doing to Vandal, except it was Technical. So two clean sweeps, and hoping I see another one of those for tonight.
Yeah, they were both perfect. I really loved seeing Vector play, especially because you could very easily follow their tactics, right? You could see who was doing the setting up and how the other players were responding. It was very nice to see, especially for people who may not be very familiar with how things are done in Rocket League, right? Especially maybe even for newer teams like what we were talking about earlier tonight. We saw some really good teamwork and tactics just being executed again and again. The fact that it was relatively similar tactics were not enough for Technical to be able to stop them. It just shows that with a good plan, you can really go far.
One thing I've been hearing about Vector, even before the match began, was that Vector is a team to look out for. And I hear there has already been a showdown between Vector and the Baguettes a while back, and everybody's been telling me that they are really evenly matched. So I was expecting to see a little bit of that, but it wasn't the same sort of energy or the same sort of setups that I saw on the sides of the Baguettes before. And I was asking the technical team exactly what was going on. Why am I not seeing that level of play? And they were telling me that what usually happens is when a really high-ranking team plays with, let's say, a newbie team or someone of a lower rank than them, what happens is it gets a little difficult for the pro team to kind of read the movements of the rookie team, which kind of throws off their balance. They will still win. They will still get there. But how they get there isn't with as much finesse as Baguettes did earlier today. right? And
There was definitely a slower pace to the game, I thought, right? It wasn't that furious play that you saw with the Baguettes.
yeah,
That reminds me of the game from Juice Juice and Team The. Yeah, it's like the similar vibe here if you think about it. I mean, Juice Juice won every match. I mean, we knew they were gonna win, but it was really slow as to how they won. Every goal was like they took their time.
Really hard
like
fought,
they
right?
seemed really confused, confused because Yogurt was going for every shot, but like the others couldn't keep up. They were like, "Huh, what's the enemy doing?" What's happening? So really confused.
I was expecting like the thing about Yogurt. Now that we're mentioning him again, Yogi is one of the best veteran pilots in this game I've seen so far. Right, and he got the
So he's not a
MVP of the
driver,
last
he's a
10 years.
pilot.
Yeah, he's aerials. Like you can't even see them. Like in the
He's on the
replay.
ground. He's on the wall, the air, and then the boost, and then wall, air, boost, wall, air.
I don't know
boost,
how
and
he
like-
picks up those boosts. Like it seems like they're just delivered to him. Like, well, then he's just gone.
Maybe he just starts off with like infinite boost, and then just like, yo man, just let me handle this.
So hold my Red Bull. I've got this. Okay, so I mean, Red Bull does give you wings, right?
I don't think we're supposed to say that
maybe-
anymore.
maybe
But
he's
yeah, I
sponsored by
did
Red
hear
Bull.
people saying that.
On Rocket League, I think it's fine.
Okay, yeah, metaphorically speaking, yes, this does happen.
And now for the last match of tonight. We have been seeing 13 play before. We have seen them play before. We were very harsh on them on the last match because we came in with such high expectations. And I feel like it was our loss for having missed out how well they had held up against EVG. And I'm expecting something as epic to happen tonight with Switch Tactics. Switch Tactics is a name I've been hearing ever since the tourney has started, and I feel like there is something cooking up on the consoles, on the PCs right now, something we're going to see later in a few minutes, and I want to get your thoughts on this. Do you think 13 has it in them for a perfect sweep, or are we going to see 5 full games once again?
If
I mean,
we
since
see...
13,
Yeah, okay, you go first, Yube.
since 13 has played before, and then they know what they need to fix, I feel like they'll have an edge. It could be unfair, you could say it's unfair, but 13 would have an edge over Switch Tactics. Like, we might have been harsh on them, but we told them what they needed to improve. So, we could see a new level of play. I mean, you can't really say they're a bad team. Like,
They're
each
not.
and every one of them had skill. Like, Leo is really good with the aerials and then, setting it up. So, we could see something different. And who knows, Switch Tactics might need to look out for them way more this time.
It's also worth pointing out that Switch Tactics is one of the teams in this tourney that I actually am quite familiar with. So I do expect a certain high level of play from them, and if they're able to match up with 13, I think that we might see a very exciting match. I'm definitely going to be more disappointed than excited if we see a sweep, because I think
that's
that
true.
yeah, these two teams have it in them to do better. So come on, give us the best you've got, and yeah.
So before we go on to the the third match, the last match of tonight, I would like to repeat that you guys have a chance at winning. Yes, you, all of our viewers, you have a chance at winning a free Mustalo case, so that you could let your mom know that watching streaming games is good for the family as well. Yes, you have a chance to win that and a free pizza. Just type GG in the chats of whichever stream you're watching, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, and you stand a chance to be part of the lucky draw, where we'll be selecting a winner every night, 2 winners every night for the 2 gift packs. We'll tell you more about it after this really exciting match, which I'm hoping we're going to have so much fun with. This is the last match of tonight, of the 4th night of 20 days of Rocket League. This is 13 versus Switch Tactics. And I'm hoping that by the time we see 13 start to play, maybe they might switch up their game as well. Guys, have fun. All right, I'll catch you guys later.
All right, thank you very much. So Yube, it looks like it's gonna be us again with the match commentary. So before we go in, just to remind everybody, this is a Group D match, and 13 has already played before, and Switch Tactics has not. So Switch Tactics currently is the only team in the entire Group D that hasn't played a match, and The last match that 13 had was against EVG, and it was a very even match, day 2, right? And that was personally my favorite match from day 2. So I'm hoping that 13 versus Switch Tactics will also be once again a very evenly matched, very hard fought match, right? So that being said, as soon as the technical team is ready and the game is all set up, I think with 5 minutes on the clock, let's jump right in. And we have kickoff. Leo. Ball currently on the 13 side of the pitch. Baba Yaga. Oh, a familiar name from the previous tournament. A pretty good player. H-U-M-U-L-Y. Humuli? Is that how you pronounce that? I'm gonna need a little help here with that one.
I think it is how you pronounce that word.
There's Aman, also a familiar player from this last tournament that was held during the lockdown. Early game so far, neither team seems to be giving each other much room to breathe. They're just trading blows right now, perhaps trying to see what each team is capable of. There's Zero. Leo once again. Zam for 13. Ooh, Baba Yaga.
I mean, already we are seeing a lot of, like, a better defense on 13 side. Like, the rotations have gotten better.
Yes, this seems to be very different from the extremely aggressive team we saw the last time. I wonder what happened. Leo.
I feel like they're just biding their time until Switch Tactics gives them an opening, and then they're just going to show their impressive offense.
Zam. I think you might be right, yeah. So, we just seem to be very equally trading blows. Ball very much on the 13 side, a little bit more than the Switch Tactics side. They're having trouble clearing. Humily.
Well, even though Switch Tactics have, like, control of the pace, their shots are not that accurate.
Another couple of really aggressive attacks against the Switch Tactics goal by 13. Switch Tactics sending the ball forward, and oh! Nicely defended by 13. That's not the old 13 at all, Aman. Nice deflection by Switch Tactics. An attempt to clear was made, but I don't think they quite made it. But no, they have made it now. Switch Tactics sends it all the way back once again. Aman there to receive it, but the 13 player just intercepted it. Now the ball going very much towards the Switch Tactics side of the pitch with Zero pursuing. Another opportunity being created near the goal, but there is a defender there. And it's Humily. Aman. Clearing the ball, sending it towards the 13 side of the pitch. But could not make anything happen, but Baba Yaga's there. Perhaps this could be the first goal. Nope. 13 defends. Another attempt. This time it hits the backboard. Wow, very intense game going on here. You bet so much time has passed and we still haven't seen a single goal.
Well, it seems like the first mistake will concede a goal for either team.
Very true. If this is like a preview of what this entire match is gonna be like, I'm a little excited because even though there aren't any goals, it's still very exciting, very tense, high-level Rocket League. Aman. Ball stolen away by a 13. Humily. Ooh, another near miss. Baba Yaga.
I mean, this back and forth is like really nerve-wracking because any minute now a goal could be conceded.
Yeah, like I'm like on the edge of my seat right now. So many near misses for both teams. Zero, but I think Switch Tactics go to that one first. Could this be a goal? And it is! Baba Yaga scored the first goal for Switch Tactics after a minute. There's only 1 minute 25 seconds left on the clock. Yube, what was the mistake here?
Well, I wouldn't say it's a mistake, more like 13 could not react to it as fast enough. As I've been saying about most of the time, goals are conceded because players wait for the ball to come to the goal and then they react too late, so there's a high chance it goes in.
Oh, come on,
but
what the? Oh, look at that, 13 with the equal. Leo setting it up, shooting, missing, shooting again, and then Zero just goes and knocks it into the goal. What was that?
The teams are so even, any mistake could mean a goal, so it's really nerve-wracking, as I've said before.
Yeah, this is a nail biter, and now we're back to 1-1 again, and just a little bit over a minute left. This is fast. This is furious. I'm amazed.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for Leo to do some unexpected thing and carry this game again. Because last time he carried when things were very bleak for the team.
Oh, another goal by 13. Look at that. Less than a minute on the clock, and it's 0. Very nice played.
Yeah, it was a nice dribble by him, and then the finish was insane.
He basically saw through what he himself had set up, right?
Yeah.
Kickoff once again. Switch Tactics now sending the ball deep into the 13 side of the pitch. 0 in the air. Baba Yaga. Could Switch Tactics be losing their cool right now? Zam. Leo missed the ball just now. Ball once again rolling towards this Switch Tactics side of the pitch, but nicely defended. That being said, they can still equalize. All they need is a single goal, but the clock is ticking. And there's less than 10 seconds on the clock right now. Can they score, or will it be 13 that does it? Leo. Oh, and it looks like the time has run out, but the ball's still live. Oh, very nice near attempt. What the heck? The ball's still going, and 13 wins the first one. That was amazing. I love the part where they basically kept the ball going for a bit after the timer ran out just to try to attack. And if that one attempt had gone in, they would have gone into overtime. That was a very, very near miss. So Yube, looking at these stats, what are your thoughts?
I mean, both teams are very evenly matched, and most of the goals that came out was because one team capitalized on the other's mistake. And overall, it's been really interesting because, like, the rotations from 13 has improved like vastly. Like, when I tell you they're like, the defense is always ready for Switch Tactics. So I feel like they've practiced a lot to get here. So I'm really impressed to see them.
It's a very different team from the team that we saw just now. I think that we are just waiting for the next match to begin. So in the meantime, just to remind everybody, hi, you're watching or listening to Dhiraagu Supersonic by Glitch Gaming, and this is day 4 of our 20-day Rocket League tournament. And this is a match between the Group D teams 13 and Switch Tactics. We just saw 13 take the first win, right? So now Switch Tactics is definitely under pressure to equalize. And as Yube mentioned before, both of these teams seem relatively equally skilled. So perhaps it will really come down to luck of the draw, or just makes that first mistake. But that being said, 5 minutes on the clock, and we're ready to get right into it again. And first of all, it starts with an attack on the 13 side of the pitch. Zero now sending the ball quickly towards Switch Tactics, but it was intercepted away. Hummerly now sending it back, but once again it was intercepted. Now cleared. Baba Yaga there on the defense clears the ball with help of his teammate. The ball goes dangerously close to the 13 side of the pitch, but luckily there's nobody there to intercept it for 13. 13 now, all 3 players are defending while there's only one attacker for Switch Tactics. Baba Yaga still waiting behind to intercept the ball, but I don't think he quite managed to clear it. And look at that! Zam scores first goal of the match so far. 4 minutes 24 seconds in. What do you think of this one?
Well, it looked like Switch Tactics was a little bit too hasty on the reaction. So Zam had a lot of time to like come from like behind and just hit the ball in.
Look at that, another opportunity set up by 13. Near miss for Baba Yaga while he was trying to clear this one. Oh, the ball's dangerously close to the goal now. Aman. Running too far away, but I don't... Oh, he's rushing to the defense, but it hit the side. Sorry, what were you saying?
I meant Switch Tactics, they can't afford to lose this match because there will be like 2 losses in a row, and then 13 still gaining momentum from their last victory. They seem really comfortable and confident in almost everything they do.
Yes, and there you go, Leo setting something up. Perhaps his teammate can capitalize on that one, but unfortunately, Switch Tactics defended pretty well. Ooh, another attempt on the goal, and another one! These are dangerous balls.
I feel like 13 should, like after they set up, they should go for one of the defenders and make way for the second man to make a shot in.
That might be a really good way to penetrate the defense right now. Ooh, another
Yeah,
dangerous
TACTIX has
ball.
like a solid defense with nice passing and like clear speed. So 13 really needs to change things up here.
Ooh, Leo making an attack, but his accuracy was way off that time. Zero now prevented the ball from going into the 13th side of the pitch, but failed. Homily in the air trying to challenge it, but I don't think he got the touch that he wanted. Alright, 13 now taking it forward once again. Aman clearing it, or at least trying to, but the ball goes way up into the air, and Baba Yaga now trying to defend Zam. The ball dangerously close to the 13th side of the pitch. We have under 2 minutes, right? Under 3 minutes on the clock, and we're still counting, and the score stands at 1-0, which is kind of a bit of a new thing with this tournament. Usually it's been very high scores, or rather equal scores, so this is kind of interesting. If the goal we see now is the only goal that is scored in this particular game, I would find that to be fascinating. But anyway, Leo Neva now with the ball very much in the switch tactics side of the pitch. They're still trying to get that goal in, and look at that! Zero scores the second goal. That was pretty great. What do you think, Yuben?
Well, that was a nice setup, but I feel like mostly the goal went in because Switch Tactics kinda messed up in the defense. Like they weren't really accurate. I feel like Switch Tactics is kind of falling under pressure, and 13 is just okay.
Oh, you spoke too soon. Baba Yaga scores the first goal for Switch Tactics. I think it's just under 2 minutes right now in terms of time, and that was a really long distance goal as well. Pretty impressive. What do you think, Yuben?
Yeah, I
1
mean,
minute 50 seconds.
13's third man kinda was slow on the defense, so Baba Yaga made sure the ball went in from that long shot.
Leo
Other
Nava
than
now
that,
trying to
like,
defend.
like two teams are pretty even, with 13 having a slight advantage, but I feel like Switch Tactics is coming up from behind them.
Near miss from Homily. This one goal could equalize it for Switch Tactics right now, so that makes it really exciting. The person in me, the person that I want to see the underdog kind of come up, kind of makes me want to root for Switch Tactics right now. In any case,
nice goal,
look at that,
ball
13 scores again, Zam. There you go, that's how you do it. What do you think, Yuben?
I mean, that was a double commit on the offense from Switch Tactics, which led to the goal being wide open, and I don't even know where the third man is, so Zam just took it in, smashed it right in.
I think that these guys might be losing their cool, you know, feeling the stress.
Yeah, I mean, they can't afford to lose this one, because then it would be really hard to make a comeback from it. And most of the solo effort by Baba Yaga is like really good. Like,
Really close one by 13 there. Yes, you're right. Baba Yaga is proving to be a very essential player of the team. Zam once again attacking the Switch Tactics side of the goal, and now the ball's back on 13's side with 30 seconds remaining. The score stands at 3-1. 13 has scored 3 goals and Switch Tactics only has 1. I think that this might be 13's if things go the way that they're going. Perhaps the question is whether they will score again, but it's easy to see that Switch Tactics does have a really good defense. Ooh, Baba Yaga sending another ball in, but this one 13 managed to defend. And ooh, near miss, but the winner is 13. Alright, Yuba, let's take a look at these stats and see what we can glean about this match we just saw. Wow, Baba Yaga has made 5 saves. That's a lot of saves.
Yeah, his solo effort has been like really helping Switch Tactics out, or else XIII would be, you know, getting more goals in. And I'd like to say their 13's rotations have been really clean, and they never leave the third man alone. As in, like, the guy who stands next to the goal, he's never alone. So even though the other team's making a lot of like shots, they can clear it real fast. So overall, 13 has really improved whatever they were lacking before, and now we're just seeing this like new team, like just I don't know.
I think I kind of get what you're talking about, right? Because the 13 that we're seeing tonight is nothing like the 13 that we saw the last time, and it's still really good. It's just that it's really good in a different way. Definitely, they've lost that really fast-paced, aggressive edge that they've had, but in exchange, they've got a really solid defense, and they still have attacks. Like, it's become a lot more balanced, I would say. Maybe exactly what we were hoping for. But in any case, 13 versus Switch Tactics, this last one, 5 minutes on the clock, and here we go. All right, and we have kickoff. Leo sends the ball all the way to the Switch Tactics side of the pitch and then goes and hits the ball again, trying to set something up. Zam controlling the ball, perhaps trying to create an opportunity, but nope, the defender steals his ball away. Zero trying to aggressively intercept. Zam again, creating an opportunity for his team, and oh, nice shot, but not on target. Aman, I think he definitely missed the ball just now. Baba Yaga. Oh, Baba Yaga scores the first goal of the game. Look at that. And it goes to Switch Tactics this time. It's like they're saying, no, we don't want to give up. We are making a comeback.
Yeah, 13 was a bit slow on the rotation there, which led to conceding of the goal.
I see.
Baba Yaga, like, he should be the MVP this time, because it's like he's the only one carrying Switch Tactics. What do you think, Moni?
Alright, sorry, I think streaming issue, but I'm alright now. Moving on, we are still playing off 3 minutes 56 seconds and counting.
I mean, I don't know whether that was luck or pure skill, but that was a nice goal by Baba Yaga from the wall.
Alright, I am now back, having a bit of technical issues on my side, internet related, but anyway, look at the score right now. What happened while I was gone, Yuba? How did Switch Tactics score again? What's going on?
Well, 13 was trying to clear the ball, and Baba Yaga was just waiting on the wall, and then I don't know if it was luck or skill, he just hit it from the wall and into the goal. 13 wasn't really expecting that. And Switch Tactics seem to be gaining the momentum they need to like get better. As you can see, they're more
not something you see every day, and it looks like Switch Tactics. Sorry, say again.
They seem more confident and comfortable since then.
Wow, Switch Tactics is really bringing it. See, this match is going to be really important for both teams because if 13 win this one, they win the entire match, right? But Switch Tactics absolutely must not lose this one if they want to stay in the game and stay competitive. So this is actually very exciting. This is a very crucial part of this match. So anyway, we have kickoff once again, Switch Tactics 3 at 13-0. Aman rushing to the defense. Baba Yaga now sending the ball towards the 13 side of the pitch. Zam. I think he missed the ball there, but they still managed to clear it. 0. Sending the ball high up into the air. Zam goes for the ball, but he misses that one. Switch Tactics now clearing the ball successfully. Oh no, not yet. Okay, now they've cleared it. And they've sent one of 13, just running after it. Formally now waiting, patiently, probably trying to create an opportunity for their teammate. Zam now hits it, trying to clear it away. He's still advancing on the goal. Nice attempt. Oh, look at that. That was a goal for Zam. Kind of a slow, meandering goal.
To like 2 people with a dribble and a nice pop-up.
That is a heck of a goal. 13 is definitely not down for the count. 1 minute.
Like 13's making a lot of mistakes, mainly because of the improved midfield presence from Switch Tactics.
That's probably where they're losing the ball the most. I can also notice now that you mention it. In any case, the time is continuously running out for 13 to really win, and Switch Tactics, they just need to maintain this lead for them to stay competitive in the game. So, could this be the beginning of a reverse sweep? I don't really know, but it looks like 13 is kind of losing the really finely tuned edge that they had before, and just when I say that, Leo scores, almost as if it proved me wrong. 3-2 is the score right now, and
I feel like Leo has been a bit laid back this time and not really making a lot of plays. I feel like he's just waiting or like for the right time.
But what is he waiting for? This is the last minute. If they score right now, they can equalize, and oh no, look at that, they can't. Aman scores this one for Switch Tactics. Now the score is 4-2, and if Switch Tactics win, they win the entire match. So the pressure is really high right now with less than 56 seconds on the clock. Zam. Nice defending there by Switch Tactics, but I think they fumbled the ball a little. Oh, great opportunity created. Oh, look at that. Leo Nevan just scored again. 44 seconds on the clock. Can 13 equalize? Because this one goal could be the could make a huge difference right now. What are your thoughts,
Switch Tactics? Well, Switch Tactics had a double commit on the defense there, which set the goal being wide open for Leo to just smash it in. So, yeah, they should improve that.
Baba Yaga now going for the 13 goal, 0, sending the ball to the other defenders. The ball still dangerously. Oh, look at that. Baba Yaga scores for Switch Tactics with less than 40 seconds on the clock. Wow. I think this is going to be Switch Tactics' game, but with the way the 13's been playing, it's very hard to say. 30 seconds remain,
like
and
see more of Leo from the next game onwards.
Definitely. I would like to see that Leo has woken up, you know, instead of just taking his time. But anyway, Baba Yaga, near miss. Aman. Ball just got deflected away from him, but I don't think the other team was able to do anything with it. Leo now trying to take control of the ball. Ooh, nice demolition and also nice save. 3, 2, 1. The time's out, and the next time the ball touches the ground, it is Switch Tactics' match. Whew. 13 has had 2 wins. They need 1 more win to win, and Switch Tactics wins. What do you think of that, Yube?
I feel like 13's a bit, I don't know, like disoriented this time. Maybe because Baba Yaga had those 2 goals, which made Switch Tactics a lot more comfortable handling the ball and like more confident going for attacks. 13, they need to step up their game a little bit, but so far so good. Like they're both even, and then mostly it's because 13 made a few mistakes and Switch Tactics kind of like capitalized on most of it. Hoping they'll get better for the next one. We'll see.
I was really hoping not to make this joke, but it looks like Switch Tactics has switched their tactics and it's working out for them, right? Anyway, 13 versus Switch Tactics. This is a best of 5 match, right? So we've now seen 3 games being played, and Switch Tactics won 1 and 13 won 2. And once again, we are now back in a really interesting place where once again 13 needs to win just for once more to really take it. But if Switch Tactics win now, that evens out the score and kind of takes the game to a very interesting spot. And I'm kind of hoping to see it, because if they win now without conceding even once to 13, that would be a reverse sweep. That would be that thing that I love. So, that being said... Sorry?
It could be the first reverse sweep, who knows?
I'm really hoping for a reverse sweep. I love seeing it happen. Alright, 5 minutes on the clock and we have kickoff. Already the aggression you can see just flying, both teams trading balls aggressively, going after the ball, not giving each other any room to breathe. The ball now on the Switch Tactics side of the pitch, Zam trying to attack.
Zam has been really aggressive from 13 side, making a lot of setups and a lot of shots at the goal.
Absolutely. He's definitely a player to be very cautious about. Zero as well, very aggressive player. Oh, look at that! Leo scores the first goal for 13.
Well,
Switch Tactics
like
already under a lot of pressure. Oh, the goal was just left up woefully undefended that time, and Leo took advantage of it with just 4 minutes 21 seconds on the clock. So here we go. Kickoff once again. The pressure's on for Switch Tactics. A single mistake here could mean that they lose the entire game. On their debut, no less. The ball's still very much on the 13 side of the pitch. Very aggressive action by Switch Tactics. Oh, near miss. Nice defending by Zero. Can they clear the ball? And yes, looks like he can. Could this be another opportunity? No, looks like Switch Tactics kind of got in the way of that, and Aman scores the equalizer for Switch Tactics. Well done. 3 minutes 44 seconds. Yube, what do you think of that goal?
Honestly, I don't know. He played it as if he's like two people on the pitch.
Very true, and the goal was wide empty too, something to think about. Alright, kickoff once again, ball goes firmly into the Switch Tactics side with aggressive action by 13. Now it's going the other way around, but nope, interrupted. Zero going for the ball, getting the boost, and Zam now sending the ball forward once again. Zero. The defenders very aggressively trying to prevent anything more from happening. Switch Tactics finally have it equalized, so they don't want to give up the lead. If they lose big time. But 13, if they lose, they are one step closer to that reverse sweep, being the victim of the reverse sweep, and they would lose, which is not ideal as well. Anyway, ball still very much firmly on the Switch Tactics side with pressure on Zam. Oh, another near miss for 13. Aman trying to clear the ball, but 13 not very cooperative. Zam.
I feel like Zam has been on the ball 24/7 from 13 side since
he's just not giving it up, right?
Yeah.
Alright, Baba Yaga now sending the ball forward towards the 13 side of the pitch. The defenders are working overtime now against this guy. Leo slowly advancing, and look at that, Zero scores! Second goal for 13. 2 minutes 22 seconds on the clock, and it was the second goal. How cool is that? And also, Switch Tactics once again in trouble. What are they gonna do?
I don't think they should be that worried since Baba Yaga is doing a lot of carrying.
They need to score that one goal. They need to equalize, because if they... Oh, look at that. The gap grows once again with Leo scoring. And 13 now have 3 goals, and Switch Tactics only have 1. It looks like the old 13's back.
Yeah, the attacks are getting really aggressive. And Leo just woke up from his sleep, as I noticed.
Maybe it took him a little time to kind of
I feel like he was
reorient himself. Oh, look at that! Close miss for Switch Tactics. That could have been something. Aman. Nice attack on the goal, but well defended by 13. Ooh, Baba Yaga once again attacking. Oh, look at that! Baba Yaga scores! Second goal for Switch Tactics. I think they're still very much in the game. 1 minute 59 seconds on the clock, if I am seeing this right. this could be a very closely tied match. One more goal from Switch Tactics and we're back in the game. What do you think they should focus on right now?
Well, honestly,
The Switch Tactics, I mean.
they have one weak link, Humali, and 13 seems to be taking advantage of the fact that they have a weak link. 13 has good rotation, and not like in the last match it got a little bit sloppy, but they're starting to look like their peak performance again, and then Leo doing what he does best. So
I'm
I feel like 13
really
has the
appreciative
edge
of
again.
Zero as a player as well. I feel like Zero is also pulling a lot of his weight right now at playing very
I mean,
aggressively.
he's like the backbone of the team, you know. I feel
Yeah.
like without him, most of the 13 strategy
Close,
would
really
crumble.
close for 13. Sorry, say again?
I feel like since he's the backbone, most of 13's plays would not happen.
Without him, right?
Yeah, he seems like a very reliable third man.
Oh! Oh! Would you look at that? 1 minute remaining and Humali scores, bringing the score equal once again. 13-3. Switch Tactics 3. Oh my god. Okay, the next goal is gonna probably decide this match, this game. I'm gonna say I don't know, but I am so rooting for Switch Tactics right now because if they win, it's gonna be 2-2, and that is exciting. All right, another attack.
I'm just waiting for that overtime. That sudden death, like one goal, just, you know.
Oh! Oh! Baba Yaga scores for Switch Tactics. Oh my goodness, they are very much in the game right now. Pressure's on for 13 because if they let this one go, their guaranteed chance to win just slips through their fingers. Oh my goodness. Okay, now we're on. This is amazing. Alright, and we have kickoff. 40 seconds on the clock and counting down. Oh, nice defending there by 13. Great attack by Switch Tactics as well. I think Humali just heard what you said. Weak link.
Yeah, that comment like kind of triggered somebody.
Oh, Zero attacks and a near miss. Less than 10 seconds on the clock. Leo now advancing. What can happen now? Ball now heading back towards the Switch Tactics side. Oh, my goodness. Less than 10 seconds on the clock now. They're trading blows. Zam. 3, 2, 1. The ball's in the air heading towards the Switch Tactics side. And, oh, sorry, the 13 side. And, oh, look at that. My goodness. Switch Tactics has won their second match, which brings the score currently to 2-2. You gotta give me your insight into this, Yube. What is going on here?
Well, it looked like the 13 had the edge in the beginning of the game. It's because they did. Leo was like really good with most of his shots. And then later onwards, Switch Tactics started making more demo plays, which was the answer for the game. And, you know, since it's like two wins for each team, it's time for the championship field, and I'm really excited for this one. Because
I am so
who's gonna
hyped.
take it?
Yes, I feel exactly the same. I'm really hyped about this. Because I am the way that I am, I want to see a reverse sweep, so I'm gonna go for Switch Tactics on this one. Right?
I'm
want to
gonna
see
go
them.
for 13. I don't want them to disappoint again, because last time they also took a win from the championship field. Maybe it's part of their plan, who knows?
Maybe the pitch kind of like motivates them to do better or something, you know. But either way, Switch Tactics just working really hard to snatch something similar to a fighting chance, of something similar to a chance for victory from the jaws of defeat right here. So as soon as the match is set up, we'll be jumping right back in to Switch Tactics versus 13 on the 4th day of Dhiraagu Supersonic. And here we go. I think we have 5 minutes on the clock, and it's kickoff. Switch Tactics with the incredible aggressive push early on. Aman. Zam. Another attack on the goal, although the accuracy was a little bit low for that one. Aman once again deflecting the ball in the air, trying to stop its momentum. Baba Yaga sending the ball forward and moving forward himself. Oh, attack on the goal, near miss. That was just on the post. but Aman is there to scoop it up, and we already have our first goal by Switch Tactics. Less than a minute into this, and Switch Tactics already scored. 13 now definitely feeling the pressure. Switch Tactics, all they gotta do is either play keep away or widen the gap. I would widen the gap if it were them, because this small lead is not worth keeping. What do you think, Yuben?
Well, I would say Switch Tactics. Okay,
Woo!
they're gonna
Scored
do exactly
again!
what you
My
were
goodness,
saying.
holy.
I mean,
what just
I
happened?
remember when I said he was like the weak link. Now it's like he's just making all the plays. Like, no, I'm not the weak link.
Yeah, I was that wasn't even my final form. 4 minutes 30 seconds, and Switch Tactics 2 13-0, and we have kickoff once again. Ball stolen from Zero just now. Baba Yaga making an attempt at the goal, I think. A ball going over them. Oh, look at that! That was a gorgeous goal there by Zam. Very long distance and very high altitude as well. What do you think of
The
this?
third man on Switch Tactics side kind of got boosted, and then he just fell even before he could hit the ball.
Yeah,
Very nice goal.
He came just a little bit too short, but that's not bad. But now 13 is back in the game. One more goal to equalize. Baba Yaga with the defense. Baba Yaga once again clearing the ball really nicely, sending it towards the goal, and deflected by the defenders. Another attack by his teammates. Baba Yaga now rushing for the defense of his own goal. 13 sending it forward, and Switch Tactics deflects, but Zam sends it again, hits the backboard. Wow, so many attacks here. Leo now coming to take his turn, but it hit the wall. Can he make something happen here? Nope, says Switch Tactics, sending the ball away. They're trying to clear it, and they successfully do so. Zero there to receive it, though. I think he's trying to clear the ball now, but Humali is there. He's like, nope, I'm gonna send it back. But unfortunately, he could not. The ball, once again, deeply traveling deep into the Switch Tactics side of the pitch. Many players aggressively going for it. Leo trying to make a goal happen, but the defenders were too vigilant. Zam grabbing the boost and now trying to attack the ball, but it's high up in the air. Zero didn't quite get the touch.
Switch Tactics already has a little bit of an advantage. They should stall the game and then, play mostly on the defensive, because, they can play comfortably. They can choose a nice decision and when to attack. But 13, on the other hand, they really need to get an equalizer.
Absolutely, and from my perspective at least, I think that they need a little bit wider of a lead for them to sit comfortably, because 13 is such an aggressive team that if you kind of just take it easy on them at all, they're just gonna take more than you are willing to give, right? Humali, they're clearing the ball away from a dangerous position in front of the goal.
Switch Tactics have noticed 13 teamwork kind of getting sloppy, because there's almost always double commits on either offense or defense. So, I don't know what 13's doing, but they need
Great
to
amount of attacks there, like Aman. Oh, look at that. Aman scores. There's the goal that we're looking for. That's what we like to see. Amazing. Could this really be a reverse sweep? I mean, 2 minutes 18 seconds on the clock. This might be, right? And we have kickoff. Ball hitting against the backboard as 13 desperately attacks the Switch Tactics side of the pitch. Baba Yaga. Aman. Couldn't quite get the touch that he wanted, unfortunately. Humali now sending it towards the goal, and Humali scores! Fourth goal for Switch Tactics. Less than 2 minutes on the clock, and they're still scoring. Love to see it. My goodness. Look at that. What is going on with this team? Yube, what do you think about this huge lead that Switch Tactics have gotten? Do you think that 13 has kind of lost their mojo or what?
Well, either that or Humali woke up and then decided, yeah, I'm not going to be the weak link anymore. And then 13 just was not ready for that, I'd say.
Yeah, they seem to be getting really thrashed right now. I'm wondering whether they're kind of losing their calm, their sense of focus right now that the gap is widening and the pressure's on. So
is
far,
starting
it
to
looks
look
like
like
we're
the-
getting towards the first reverse sweep of the tournament. That thing that I've been looking for since day one. The people who've been tuning in since day one would know what I'm talking about. I have a huge, liking for what we call the reverse sweep, when a team basically comes up from behind and ends up winning 3 games in a row just to grab the win of the match. And oh, look at that! Switch Tactics scores again. Baba Yaga, amazing. Yube, you got a comment on this one. What do you think about that?
Well, honestly, Baba Yaga has been really accurate with the shots since the third match of this game. Or is it the third game of this match? I don't know.
We need to look this up. But in any case, 1 minute remaining, and doesn't look like it's gonna be 13s. This looks like my dream of a reverse sweep is finally happening. I love an underdog story. Not that, Switch Tactics are underdogs, but they were in a bad position just then. So to see them coming back like this and win so big in such a glorious way, I mean, it's just awesome. They've just won the last 2 matches in a row, and if they win this one, they're gonna the last 2 games in a row, and if they win this one, they're gonna win the entire match, coming from behind. And look at that, Humuli scores again. What? 13. What are you doing right now? Oh my god. Did you even expect the score to be like this? What is this? Are we seeing the Baguettes
this
play
is not
again?
anything I've expected, and it's like Humuli hurt me. Like this
Humuli is
player
just...
hurt me, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna let this happen. And then just
Yeah, he's living the life out there right now. What a player. I was gonna say that Baba Yaga was the one to look out for, but Humuli, I think, might be really the dark horse here, hiding in plain sight and just pulling out all these crazy stops. Oh, less than 3 seconds, and I think, oh, the ball's still alive. It's still in the air. Could this be? Oh, look at that. Switch Tactics takes it. The first reverse sweep of the tournament. My God, what do you think about what you just saw, Yube? I'm just excited beyond anything. I think he can't hear me right now, so let's take a look at these statistics. Look at that. 4 shots each for each member of Switch Tactics. There's also a bunch of saves and a bunch of assists, which is really cool. On the other hand, we have Zam making a lot of shots for 13, but unfortunately it was not enough. So 13 currently have 1 win, 1 loss, and Switch Tactics on their debut match just pulled off the reverse sweep, that thing that I love so much. But anyway, Yube, what are your thoughts?
Hey guys, Yube, do you have anything to tell us about that epic match we just saw? I think Yube is having a little bit of a technical issue. Our voices aren't getting connected.
Yeah, maybe. But in any case, Aksam, that is what we call a reverse sweep. What do you think?
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Like I did not expect to see something of that level, of that caliber happening. And I mean, first of all, 13, right? We were talking a lot about 13 and how they could have improved and stuff like that, and we thought we saw that. We thought we saw how they were just holding their ground against a team with John Wick front and center. Baba Yaga just went all out in those first 2 matches as well. I kept on seeing him just set up his own field. He was literally just setting up his own field. Every time he would bounce it off the wall, go in for the kill, and then something really. I noticed a boss move on Baba Yaga's side. He was commenting on the chat on the stream as well. Easy.
What?
Yeah.
It's not enough that you score these amazing goals that make the rest of us go like, holy crap, but you also got a chat while doing it. You're just making the rest of us look bad by this point. But hey, at this point, let me just summarize all the matches that we've seen tonight, just so that everybody's on the same page. This is day 4 of Dhiraagu Supersonic, and the first match tonight was the Baguettes versus Vandal, and it was a thrashing, a perfect sweep by the Baguettes against Vandal, 2nd win for them. And the next one we saw was Technical versus Vector. Again, a perfect sweep, almost a clean sweep, but the Technical managed to score a goal in the last match, breaking that particular combo. And now we are at the end of the third match of the night, which is 13 versus Switch Tactics. 13 managed to win twice, but Switch Tactics came from behind and won 3 times in a row. A perfect sweep, a reverse sweep. And that's where we are right now. This is that thing that I was talking about that I really love to see, and I've seen it. And Switch Tactics, being the team that brought it to me, I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on these guys going forward. Maybe even consider myself a little bit of a fan of the way that they play.
I was noticing that. Oh, Yube, you're back. Hey.
Yeah, I had I had a problem with my mic. So yeah, that was the first time I've seen a reverse sweep. I mean, Switch Tactics really brought in their A game. Where, like, as the name suggests, after the first 2 games, they really changed up their tactics and then kind of filled in the holes. Like, as I said, Hummerly was the weaker link, and the player heard it or something and was like, "Nah, this ain't happening." And they just woke up, and everything was like, "Whoa."
Yeah, the sheer spike in improvement of Hummerly's technique. It was just like, where are you getting this? Did you like eat spinach? Are you Popeye or something? You know, like immediately he just went into limit break. I don't know. Goal after goal after goal. What a guy. What a player.
Couldn't keep up.
I don't think he even intended a few of the goals that he scored. I'm just imagining, like, what? That was a goal? There was a few moments where I've got to say, 13 kind of made a few slip-ups as soon as they saw the full brunt of the attack by Switch Tactics. As soon as they started seeing that, you could see multiple double commits, multiple triple commits, and a few times where an easy save was just like left hanging, and then Baba Yaga was like, "I got it." It just came in.
It's also kind of interesting that
Baba
this team...
Yaga was like mostly on the solo effort in the first few games, and then everybody else just kind of gathering energy or something. Everybody's like, "Yo, he's doing something. We need to help."
I
And then bam, in the first
I think what happened was Baba Yaga was holding all 3 joysticks, waiting for his friends to show up, and they're like, "Hey, you guys want to play? Okay, and bam, and Homely, man, we were just like chanting his name here because he was epic as well. Like,
absolutely,
hey, man, he came back up. Which one was your favorite goal? Which one was your favorite goal in the match?
I'm gonna say that my favorite goal was my favorite goal for a weird reason, right? When 13, one member of 13's team was trying to defend, but the boost ran out, and he just kind of like went towards the ball, and it's like, yeah, so close. I love that goal because it made me laugh the most. Poor guy.
Well, I would say there was this one goal by Baba Yaga. He was on the wall, and then the ball was it was getting cleared, and he was like, "No." And just slapped the ball into the goal. And Tati did not expect that. It was just like, yo.
Rude.
One thing about Baba Yaga though, his saves, epic. Like, there was one goal, I think Zam scored it. Okay, Zam put in maximum effort for this goal. I could see they were coming in from the blue half. They were trying really hard to push forward. And Baba Yaga just like swipes to the left. There was a save there, and then he's still pushing the ball. Baba Yaga swipes to the right, but it still went in. And to see that work rate on their end was amazing. But my favorite goal was when, I think it was Humuli. Okay, Humuli shot the ball, and then in front of the goal, you can see like I think it was Aman, and I could just imagine him just looking to the right and go like, "Oh," and then he just jumped. And then the ball went under him. You saw that fake out. That was good teamwork, man. That was amazing.
Like, do you think he meant to do that, or he was just like, "Yo, where's the ball at?" And then he just jumped and, "Oh, it's right there," and then just,
Knowing how they were playing, man, I think they meant to do it.
I would really love to know the insider part of this, right? Like to see what these players are thinking. But for now, it is amazing. We just saw the first reverse sweep of the tournament. Hoping to see a lot more like it. It's my favorite thing about Rocket League so far. But anyway, I'm happy for the night. I think I got everything I could have wanted.
we're feeling really lucky tonight. Like that, those matches that we saw tonight had 3 different modes to all of it, and we saw maestros like the Baguettes in the first match, and then later we saw a really good team going against a rookie team, trying to figure out their plays and still coming out on top. And then you saw the reverse sweep happening, and now it's time for the lucky draw as well. Let us go check out who won this time. Tonight's lucky draw winners. First of all, we've got the Pizza Bona lucky draw winner, and it is Dante _A. He was commenting on Twitch, so I'm like, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I mean, Dante Libidja Pizza Bona lucky draw pizza. Yeah, let's go with that. Congratulations. Please message our Facebook page for that coupon. All right, reach out to us. And now for Mandu Muskes, assorted Muskes goes to Ismail Azhan on FB. All right, you're already on FB, dude. Just go straight to the Glitch Gaming page and say hello, and we will give you that coupon to redeem your prize. All right. So, guys, we've got just one more time to mention the sponsors who have been making this event happen, and we've been having so much fun so far. So let's give them a few minutes of our time as well. First of all, we've got Mandu Mus. Thank you so much for providing us with the free Mus case every night for the daily lucky draw. Pizza Bona for that free pizza as well. Thank you so much. And then we've got Print Lab. We've got all of our banners behind us, and everything's in working order. Thank you so much. eLife has a prize for the MVP of this tourney. And then Gizmo, thank you so much for making me look as pretty as I do with this webcam right here on my laptop. And now, thank you so much, Dhiraagu, for the technical help that they've been providing to make this entire competition a reality. So, we've come to the end of so far the most exciting match day. Do you have any final words before we say goodnight to all of our viewers and catch them tomorrow?
3 words: more reverse sweeps, please. Okay, 4 words.
I mean, to be polite.
Yes, exactly. I felt a little demanding.
I just was excited to see the new tactics everybody brought into the game. I would incorporate all of these things if I'm ever gonna start playing Rocket League again. And switch tactics with their reverse sweep. Yeah, that was amazing. Tonight was full of surprises, and we're gonna see more of that in the future. So pretty excited.
Thank you guys for making the time, man. Thank you guys for making the time to join us here tonight, and thank you to all of our viewers on all of our streams. We appreciate you. Please leave a comment, say hello, talk to us, get in touch with us if you've got any questions, if you've got any hopes of things you want to see in the following days. Why don't you mention it? Maybe the players are going to do what you want because they were listening to Mooney, and then they gave us the reverse sweep. Let's see more of that. Everybody, have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
අම්මට කොච්චර බෑනමනේ 2GB නෙවෙයි මේ 3GB data දැන් ඉමුණා වෙස් කොලන්ජේ බෑම voice minutes කොලකා ඒක තේ SMS කොල වෙස් වට්ටාය දෙයි data voice minutes තේ SMS hello කො streaming න 1GB වට්ටාය දෙව and එයා ගෙඩ කොල්ල chat කොල්ලම් වෙස් GB social media වෙස් GB කොල වට්ටාය
prepaid combo එක බෙදාන්නත
තිහුරියාච හුන්නනේ මේක
මිහාර වකිවකින් එච්චි නෙගුමවර කොම්බෝ ප්ලෑන් නගාල මාසරි data voice adi SMS වෙන කොම්බෝ ප්ලෑන්ස් මීගේ තුරු chat stream adi social media බලලා free data
අස්සෙන් ගත කොම්බෝ මසාලේ වන්
prepaid combo plan activate කරන් Dhiraagu app download කරලා